Right, hello folks, good evening and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to look at making conger eel rigs. Now the weather's getting pretty cold outside and there is whiting in abundance. So one thing to target is conger eels, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a basic conger eel rig so you can get out there and fish for conger eels. Use the whiting as bait, use nice big mackerel heads and bits of tentacles of squid and so on and so forth, and hopefully you'll be able to catch a nice big decent conger. Let's look at the items we need to make the rig. Right, so I'll typically fish a conger rig either on a pulley or a running ledger. Now head back through the playlist of the rig making videos to see how to make the pulley rig and how to make the running ledger parts of the rig. Today we're just going to make the snood of the conger eel rig, and I'm going to run you through how to do that now. So the components we need are as follows. We're going to need a nice strong hook. So I'm going to use these Achios and Nova Tamers in size 8/0. Nice big hooks they are. Some people will do up to put a circle hook at the top. That's completely up to you. For today's video, we're just going to use the one single hook, which is there. You're going to need some nice, strong monofilament. Today I'm using 150-pound mono, which is there. Nice thick monofilament. You're going to need 2 double crimps, a nice strong swivel. I'm going to use a knot puller, a set of crimping pliers, and also a pair of scissors. Some of you may be thinking, why not use a wire trace? There we go, there's a wire trace. You can use wire traces, completely up to you. For myself, I like to catch and release, so I'm going to be using the monofilament. I found with a wire trace, you know, is it really necessary or needed when fishing for conger eels? I think using a heavy mono will be sufficient enough. So yeah, so wire traces for me. Not really for fishing for conger eels, but you know, some people swear by them. Right, so in the video we're going to be using this stuff here, 150-pound monofilament. What we're going to do is we're going to measure out 900 millimeters of 150-pound mono. I'm going to cut that to size, and then we'll move on to part 2. Right, so here is my length of monofilament line. We're going to start off at the top by adding the swivel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our double crimp, which is here. We're going to feed the line through one side of the crimp. We're going to place our swivel inside, fold the line over, and then go back through the second hole of the double crimp, like so. So there's 2 holes on there. You go through the top, through the bottom, feed the swivel on, back through the top. And then all we're going to do is we're going to leave a little bit of play for the swivel to move around. We'll take our crimping pliers and we're going to crimp once at the top, push it nice and tight, and once at the bottom. There we go, and there's our swivel nice and locked into place. All we need to do now is just cut off our tag end, which is there. There we go, happy days. At this point, some people tend to add a bit of heat shrink just to add over the crimp itself. Completely up to you. I'm going to be using a nice big bit of rig tubing. I'm just going to measure that out just to go over the size of the crimp and to cover the tag end as well. I'm going to cut that down to size. There we go. I'm going to feed that, put it over there like that, like a little necklace. I'm going to feed the bit of tubing down and over the crimp. But what it does is just adds another bit of protection to the crimp, to the tag end as well. Just going to feed that down just nice and slowly, just making sure that's gone right over the crimp. Again, it's completely up to you, but it just adds a nice bit of finishing touch. And there we go. So there's the top part, the swivel, all on there, ready to go. We're going to now move down to the bottom part, the business end. Right, so what we're going to do now is just going to measure the rig tubing to cut another piece, and this is going to go onto the line. So we dump that big bit out of the way. This is going to go onto the line now, and this is going to be the bit that's going to go to protect the double crimp on the hook end. So now we're going to feed double crimp onto the line. Going to take our 8/0 Tamer's hook, feed that onto the line, and then the line goes back through the double crimp. It's so simple to make these rigs. Take our crimping pliers, leave a bit of space for movement there. Crimping pliers, add pressure to the bottom, and then again crimp the top. And that is our And that is our hook there. I'm going to cut the tag end down. And now we're going to get a bit of silicone tubing, pass the tag end through, and then just wiggle that up over. Wiggle that up over the crimp, making sure you're extra careful not to stab yourself in the finger with a hook. And there we have the business end there. There we go. So it's just like a little knot protector, really. Protects the crimp and protects the tag end as well. And there we have it. That is a conger eel fishing trace that's ready to be clipped onto a running ledger rig. Again, baits wise, whole mackerel head. Really good bait. Whiting, if there's loads of whiting in abundance, grab a whiting. Cut it head off. You can either whack that straight through the head and then cast out all the guts and everything hanging on the bottom. You can feed the bits of squid tentacles and large bits of squid tentacles on the hook and cast that out. Again, I'd either use this on a running ledger rig, or I'd either use it on a running ledger rig if I'm fishing close in, or if I want to fish a bit further out, I'll clip it down on a pulley rig, and then send it out like that. So yeah, there we go, guys. Nice and simple, really easy to make. Conger eel fishing rig. Get out there, give it a go. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you caught with it, send me a picture via my email, which is in the video description. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Cheers.